Okay, this is a question on transformation. Foremost, let me draw the figure. Okay, so this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Now, we have been given a point over here, 2. This is 2, this is 1, this is 0. From 2 to 5, negative 5. So there is a point called R. Now this has been transformed to 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so this is 1 and 2. So this is the current transformation. Okay, so this is my R dash. Okay, that completes this figure. Alright, so let me read the question. It says that the transformation M 0p q0 maps R onto R dash. We are asked to find P and Q. Now you see this point, this is the point R. So the transformation 0qp0 is actually affecting or attacking the point 2, 5, 2, negative 5. This is negative 5, right? 2 comma negative 5, and it is moving this point to 5, 2. Okay, so that's a very important observation you will have to make. Now from this we will have to get the values of P and Q. So this row multiplied with column, 0 times 2 positive P times of negative 5 is equal to 5, and then 2Q positive 0 times of negative 5 is equal to 2. So from here negative 5P is equal to 5, from here 2Q is equal to 2. So this is going to be P is equal to 5 divided by negative 5, which means P is equal to negative 1. From here 2Q is equal to 2, which means Q is equal to 1. So therefore the values for P is negative 1, box it, Q is equal to 1. Now observe the point, 2 comma negative 5, this is R, is actually transformed to 5 comma 2. So what is this? This is my x and y is now converted to, this is going to be the y, which is negative 5, is actually becoming positive. Okay, so this is my new value. So this is going to be y, negative y comma x. Right, so we will have to make the conclusion. Okay, so what happens here, x comma y is moved to negative y comma x. So why do I say negative y comma x? See, this is the initial value of y. Now the y value, which is now negative 5, is now given to x with a negative sign. Okay, so what is exactly happening here is rotation of 90 degrees anti-clockwise about the origin is actually happening. Okay, so they are asking us to explain what is happening. So this is the transformation that is happening. This is the transformation. Now let me give you this clue, or I would say this table. If your x comma y becomes your negative y comma x, that means you have to see the values. In this case, clearly the value that x and y had, this is the initial value 2 comma negative 5, that value gets converted into negative y comma x. When this happens, we call it as a 90-degree anti-clockwise. Okay, this is the name of the transformation that is undergoing. Now if x comma y is becoming y comma negative x, if x comma y is now y comma negative x, then this is called as a 90-degree clockwise transformation. So this is 1, this is 2. Now there is a third type. Let me put the third type. If your x comma y is now negative x comma negative y, then this is called as 180-degree rotation. Okay, so all of these transformations are nothing but rotation about the origin. Okay, rotation about the origin. So that's a standard table that you will have to have when you're deciding or making a judgment. Okay, the next question we're being given. PQRS is a parallelogram with PQ being equal to U and PS vector is equal to V. M is the point on QS such that QM to MS is in the ratio of 1:2. Okay, so let me draw the parallelogram. The parallelogram looks like this. Okay, so you have P, Q, R, S, the diagonal, and M is on QS. Okay, that's given here. M is on QS. So this is a U vector, this is V vector. Now we have to write what is QS vector. Now we go to QS or to this particular point from using this path. Okay, so this is going to be QP vector added with PS vector. So our objective is to start from Q and reach S. So this is what we have got. But PQ vector is equal to U. So this means my QP vector is going to be equal to negative of PQ vector. Okay, because of the direction. But PQ is U. So therefore QP vector is going to be negative of U. So if I were to take this as 1, therefore 1 is going to be QS vector is equal to QP is negative U vector. PS is already given as V vector. So this is what we have got. So therefore QS is nothing but V vector minus U vector. Okay, that's a solution for the first part. Okay, the next is we are asked to find QM. Now M is a point on QS with this ratio 1:2. So that means my QM vector is going to be 1/3 times QS vector because of the ratio 1:2, and we have given clearly QM is to MS is 1:2. That's why I get this. So therefore QM is 1/3 times QS is V vector negative U vector. So that is the solution for the second part of the question. Okay, this is the next part. I have to show MR vector. Okay, MR vector is equal to 1/3 times of U vector positive 2 times V vector. Okay, so where is this MR coming? So that means what they are saying is there is a hit between M and R. So there is a connection from M to R. Now if I were to represent this MR vector, okay, if I were to write this MR vector, to reach R vector, I start from Q, or I would say, I would write it like this. To reach MR vector, I will move from M to Q, right? So MQ vector, then from Q to R, okay, Q to R vector. So this is going to be our setup for the system. But QM is got, but we do not have MQ. So to get MQ, you add a negative sign. So it's going to be 1 over 3 of V vector negative U vector positive QR vector. Now let us check what is this QR vector. Now PS and QR are parallel. So QR vector is going to be V vector. Okay, so this is going to be V vector over 3 positive U vector over 3 positive V vector. So I add these two together, V vector negative V vector over 3. This is going to give me 3V vector negative V vector divided by 3, which is nothing but 2V vector over 3. This is a rough side column working out. So I have 2V vector over 3, right? I have added these two things plus U vector over 3. So this could be rewritten as 1 over 3. I can take 1 over 3 out and rewrite this as U vector positive 2 times V vector. What is this? This is my MR vector. Now what is asked here? Requirement. Show that MR vector is 1 over 3 U vector positive 2 V vector. So hence proved. Okay. Now next point is that we are given that T is actually at the midpoint of PQ. So if I were to connect this, okay, I have this point T, I have this point M, I have this point R. Now we are asked to show that T, M, R are collinear. Okay, that means they all lie on the same point. Now from this figure, I can rewrite TR vector is equal to TQ vector plus QR vector. Okay. Now this T is a midpoint, but this entire PQ is given as U. T is a midpoint, so this is going to be U vector over 2 positive QR vector. QR vector is going to be my V vector. Okay, I hope you're watching this. So QR, let me write that as V vector. Now I need to go to the next slide. So what we have got here is TR vector is U vector over 2 positive V vector. If I were to take 1 over 2 out, then this is going to give me U vector positive 2 times V vector. This is my TR vector. Now we need to establish the collinearity for T vector, M vector and R vector. So the idea is to show that TR vector is some constant times MR vector. So if I were to show this, then clearly I can ascertain that T, M, R are lying on the same straight line. Now let me go to MR vector. MR vector is nothing but 1 over 3 of U vector positive 2 times of V vector. Now what we can exactly do here is, clearly you see this MR vector is this. Now if I can connect these two in some manner, then I can conclude the proof. Okay. So in this case, what I wish to do is I have a U vector and a 2V vector. I have a U vector and a 2V vector. Okay, so from here I can rewrite U vector plus 2V vector as 2 times TR vector. Okay, so this means MR vector is 1 over 3 of 2 times TR vector, which means MR vector is 2 over 3 TR vector. Okay. Now on the other end, this also means that TR vector is equal to 3 over 2 MR vector. Okay, so clearly you can see the relationship between TR and MR connected by means of a scalar. In either case, we are having a scalar multiple. Okay, so this is sufficient enough for us to make the conclusion. So I can conclude here clearly. You see that MR vector and TR vector should be on the same straight line. For the above to happen. So when I'm talking about above to happen, I mean this relationship. Okay, so you can name it as 3 and 4, because each of these have been represented in terms of the scalar multiple of the other. Okay, that's exactly what I mean. So also we can see that R is a common point. R is a common point for what? For MR vector and TR vector. So this means T, M, R are collinear. Okay, so hence proved. So that concludes the question paper discussion, and we will again meet in another class. Thank you everybody. Please like, share and subscribe.